It is senior night for the Assumption Royals on what is likely to be their final football game of the year. They come into this one with a 2-6 record, taking on an Owen-Withee team that is 7-1 and tied for second place in the Cloverwood Conference. They are honoring the seniors for all of the fall sports, not just football. The football team here only has one senior, that's Colt Linsmeyer, but they're also honoring athletes who also participate in volleyball, tennis, and cross country, both boys and girls cross country, and so they are bringing those student athletes out with their parents and lining them up in front of the crowd here tonight. It's kind of cold, folks. Temperatures are falling quickly on what is a windy October evening. We've had a great prep season weather-wise, but tonight it will be cool and windy here at the Southwood County 2000 field. The winds are out of the northwest tonight and will be underway momentarily. The Royals wearing that rich blue that we are so accustomed to, white lettering, white markings, white pants. Owen-Withee wearing the black with the white tops, but black lettering, black helmets. And they will be receiving just as soon as the Assumption kick team gets onto the field. Along with our videographer and producer, David Ballerstein, I'm Milt Van Atta. It is our pleasure once again to bring you Royal football, as we have on many occasions throughout this 2014 campaign that is being wrapped up here tonight. Number 72 is Brandon Burkhauser, the sophomore lineman. He'll kick it away to the Blackhawks of Owen-Withee, and we'll give you the Cloverwood standings later as we go through the game here tonight. But the Blackhawks, one of the elite teams in the conference, so this will be a good test for this young Royal team. Kickoff is field at the 20, and there's running room in the middle of the field, across the 40 and to the 44-yard line. The Blackhawks are going to start off with great field position. Bryce Nemi was the return man, and he'll be one of the skilled players on offense that we will be calling that name quite a bit, I suspect, tonight. Josiah Gorlitz, a 6'3", 205-pound sophomore, is the quarterback of the Blackhawks. He's got great size for being a sophomore in high school, 6'3", 205, and he'll line up under center. He's got Bryce Nemi and Austin Millerin as his running backs. Across midfield and into Royal territory. Carrying the football is Bryce Nemi. Nemi, again, that kick returner a moment ago, and he gets the first carry, and he's got a great gain of 8 yards to the Royal 48-yard line. Two tight ends, one receiver. Power formation here for the Blackhawks. It's an inside handoff to Nemi again. He has a first down at the 41-yard line. Tackle made by the Royals' Cassidy Weiler.
Right, Nemi with a carry for the first down. Tackle by Cassidy Weiler.
Slot man to the near side. Gorlitz this time gives it to Millerin, and Millerin gets all the way to the 31-yard line. Excuse me, they're going to mark it at the 31. Very close to a first down. It'll be second down and less than a yard to go for the Blackhawks. Gorlitz giving it inside. Millerin carrying down for the first down for another 10 yards to the 21-yard line. And boy, the Blackhawks come out, and their formation says to you, we want to pound the football. We want to pound the football. They come out with 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, 1 receiver, and they just say, okay, you go ahead and stop us because we're going to run it. And this time it's Niemi, and he has the 19-yard line, a pickup of close to 3 yards.
Right, Niemi with the carry. Pick up 3 on the play.
Slot man is John Smelzer. It's an inside handoff, and bursting into the end zone for the touchdown is Bryce Niemi. He goes for a 19-yard touchdown run. It comes at 9:26 of this first quarter. That's a quick 56-yard touchdown drive for the Blackhawks here, who go for 2. Gorlitz with the long count gives to Niemi, and he's in for the 2 points and an 8-0 Owen-Withee lead. So it's a 2-minute, 34-yard drive, covers about 56 yards, and it comes all on the ground. A combination of Millerin and Niemi carrying the football, and the Royals find themselves in an early 8-0 hole. Assumption has wins at Thorpe and here against Wausau Newman. They come into this football game with a 2-6 record. They are sending John Trickey, number 10, along with Colt Linsmeyer, 44, back to receive this kick from Owen-Withee. The Owen-Withee kicker is Cole Caraba. Line drive kick that's past one of the short men. Trickey will pick it up at the 25, and he's got himself across the 30-yard line, and it appears in the neighborhood of the 35-yard line. So that's good field position to start this drive for the Royals. Quarterback is the junior Isaac Kollick at 5'9" and 150 pounds. John Trickey, Brady Baltus, Colt Linsmeyer will be running backs. Trent Kollick will be the receiver. Nathaniel Clark, also one of the skilled men at that tight end position. This is Trickey, and he's got a yard to the 36-yard line. He's taken down there.
Carry by John Trickey, short gain on the play.
And maybe not even a full yard there. You see Trent Kollick coming split to the near side. Trickey is the wing back on the near side. It's an option play. It's back to Colt Linsmeyer, cutting it up. Spins out of one tackle across the 40 to near the 42-yard line before Will Mackey puts him down there. It's going to be a nice run and a nice pickup by Linsmeyer. 3rd down and 4 for the Royals. From the 42, they need just to cross the 45. And a whistle stops play before that one starts. It's against the offense, so that'll cost the Royals that pickup that Colt Linsmeyer just had, at least most of it, and put them back into a third and very long. A third down from the 37-yard line, 3rd and 8. From this 3rd and long, Colic hands it off inside, breaking free for a first down. It's Baltus to the 47-yard line. They ran the option, gave it to the up back, coming straight up the middle, and Baltus found a seam and gets it all the way up to the 48-yard line. That's a nifty first down on 3rd and long for the Royals. Inside hand, no, keeping it is Colic. He's across midfield for a pickup of 2 or 3. Isaac the junior running in front of what is mostly a freshman and sophomore offensive line. No upperclassmen on that offensive line at all. The young ball players growing and learning on the varsity level. 2nd down, we're going to call it 7 from the Owen-Withee 49. Baltus has it. He's got another first down as he gets inside of the 40-yard line to the 39. Brady Baltus, the junior, running between the tackles with authority and efficiency on this opening drive. The first down play is an inside handoff to Baltus again. And he has the 30-yard line. Boy, he's carried the football 3 times, and each time he has had a great gain. His yards per carry has got to be up in that 8 to 9 yards per rush right now, as he has the Royals in a 2nd down, and, well, a little less than 2 right now. Really crisp start here for the Royals. Motion man is tricky. But again, it's number 22, Brady Baltus, carrying the football, and he is at the 23-yard line with another first down, his 4th carry of the drive, and I think that 7-yard pickup right there is his shortest carry of the drive. That tells you how good he's been on this possession. So the Royals get to the Owen-Withee 23 and have a first down there. Baltus again hit hard this time at the 19-yard line. Bryce Nemi, who dominated play as a running back for Owen-Withee on their first possession, plays linebacker there and sticks Baltus after a pickup of about 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd down, and we're going to call it 7 as we look across the way to the chains. We are already nearing the 5-minute mark of this first quarter. We have not had a pass play yet. It's all been running plays for both teams. Royals call timeout. Called timeout with 5:01 to go in the first period. Royals are on the march as Owen-Withee leads at 8-0.
Okay, everybody, please make sure you buy an Auction Select raffle ticket. It'll be on sale price. It's going to be a great Christmas gift. The planning is going on for our third annual Royal Gala, hosted by the System Alumni and Alumni Parent Group. Things you could win in this raffle include an Acer notebook computer from RTO Computers, a freezer, as well as a GoPro Hero 3 donated by Solaris. Raffle tickets are $5 each or 6 for $25.
Royals second down and 7 at the Owen-Withee 19-yard line, trying to answer the Blackhawks' opening drive touchdown. Colic keeps it. He has the 17-yard line. That'll be another 2 yards and bring up third down and 5. And one would think, barring a penalty or a significant loss of yardage here, that this is 4-down territory for the Royals. Isaac Colic has Balta straight behind him. Tricky moves in motion and then stops. It is Tricky getting wide. Wants to get outside of a man. Has the corner at the 10, at the 5, to the pylon. No touchdown signal yet. They're going to say he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So that's a nice pickup there of about 13 yards to get the Royals a first and goal at the 1. And there's no signal from our line judges. An inside handoff to Baltus results in no gain. Second down and goal. Baltus between the tackles has been the most effective play on this drive, and no surprise that that's how they opened up the first and goal set. Second down, Tricky. He's got the end zone and the Assumption score with 3:39 to go here in the first quarter. And John Tricky, the junior, gets the touchdown. He was the man that got the work done on those 2 carries inside of the 15-yard line, and the Royals, now down 8-6, will attempt a 2-point conversion in an effort to tie this one up. Colic to pass, throws middle, and it is caught by Nathaniel Clark to tie the game up at 8-8. Well, that's how to answer. You've got an Owen-Withee team that comes in here at 7-1 on their Cloverwood season. And they take the ball, they march right down to grab the lead. The Royals answer right back to tie the game at 8 with just over 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
And those Auction Royale Select raffle tickets would have went home in the Friday folders. If you don't have a child within the system, there is, so you can buy them at the script office at Assumption High School. Drawing will be held the night of the Auction Royale, which is November 8th at 7 p.m. at the Ridges. You need not be present to win. And that Auction Royale is Saturday, November 8th.
Miller and Anemi are back to receive this kick from Brandon Burkhauser. Bounds to the, fumbled at the 25, and that ball is loose at the 23-yard line. Who got on it? It was Owen-Withee, and number 10, Colton Caduce, who got on the football. A man touched it, a second man misplayed it, and that ball was free, and the Royals were there making an effort to recover that kickoff, but it will go to Owen-Withee at the 22-yard line. First down and 10 from the 22. About a 20 to 22-yard difference in possession from their first effort. Inside handoff. Gorlitz gives it. Let me see who that is. I believe it's number 5, Bryce Nemi. It is, and the mark is all the way up at the 29-yard line. He gets 6 yards, maybe 7 on that carry. Royals are trying to figure out a way to slow down the Blackhawk running game with Millerin and Nemi. They show a run blitz in the middle. They give it to Millerin, getting outside, and he's taken, nope, he's still fighting across the 35. He has a first down in the vicinity of the 38-yard line. Austin Millerin is a 5'7" and 160-pound senior. First and 10. Nemi. Oh, loose football. The Royals think they've got it. And they do, and look at them celebrate both on the field and on the bench. Big turnover there. Dominic Schneider recovers the fumble. And the Royals have it first and 10 at the Owen-Withee 40. All the momentum's with the team in blue on the near sidelines after that last drive, and now the turnover. 2:40 to go. Look at the burst for Baltus. He's gone. He's going to score a touchdown. A 40-yard touchdown run on the first play after the turnover. What a night he's having. 14-8 Royals. Looking to pull off an upset tonight that would gain the attention of the entire Cloverwood Conference. Royals will go for 2 here. Tricky, the motion back, gets the pitch. Fighting for the corner, he's got it, and he's got a 16-8 lead for his Royals. Wow. What a turnaround. Owen-Withee took that opening drive in the first 2 minutes and 34 seconds, went down the field, opened up the 8-0 lead, and looky here, with 2:32 to go in the first, it's 16-8 Assumption. Athens is unbeaten and atop the conference at 8-0, and that's no surprise to us. They are by far the best team we've seen play the Royals here throughout the course of this 2014 campaign. Owen-Withee is tied with Abbotsford at 7-1, and then there's a big drop-off. You've got the 3 teams with winning records, and then everybody else is 500 or below. McDonald, Chippewa Falls McDonald, Loyal, and Greenwood Granton are all 4-4. Newman, who the Royals beat last Saturday, is 3-5. Assumption's 2-6. Gilman is 1-7, and Thorpe is 0-8. So 3 teams at the top, and then everybody else is 500 or below. So Burkhauser will kick it off again. And Millerin and Nemi are back deep to receive it. 16-8 Royals. End over end kick, muffed at the 35, but picked up at the 30 and brought back by Colton Caduce. So it is there that Owen-Withee will take over. So we saw how the Royals answered Owen-Withee's opening drive decisively, I think would be an appropriate statement. How will Owen-Withee respond to 16 unanswered points by Assumption? Josiah Gorlitz. He still got it. He pitches it back to Millerin. Pushed out of bounds near the 42-yard line. Trent Collick, Brady Baltus among the Royals at the ball carrier. That's a quick 8 yards, however, for Owen-Withee. This time it's an inside handoff to Nemi. He has a first down. He's taken down short of midfield. One of the first there was Joe Grundhofer, the freshman defensive lineman. Joe at 6'4" and 200 pounds, again, as a freshman. Some big young ball players on the field tonight. Nemi again. He's going nowhere this time. He does step across midfield, but he gets just a yard and a half before he is pushed back by the Royals. Let's call it 2nd down and 8. Officials timeout called here. I'm not sure what this exactly what. Oh, we have a player with an equipment issue. Looks like that's Tyler Erdman, who is getting his right shoe laced back up. And now we're ready to go. 2nd and 8 for Owen-Withee. Just into Royal territory. On the pitch, here's Nemi, 40 to the 35, spins back into play. Nice job by John Trickey to force him back in to the pursuit. Zach Krings was there also, but it's a first down for the Blackhawks as we're under 1 minute to play in this first period. But what a first period it's been. Nemi, not much doing there. Goes from the 34 to the 32-yard line.
By Nemi with the carry, Joe Grundhofer with the tackle. No gain on the play.
2nd and long. Down to 12 seconds. If it's a run, it'll likely be the last play of the period. It is to Millerin. Open field, nice play. We're going to get that number of that Royal. It's 44, Colt Linsmeyer, who was able to slow him up. Millerin takes it to the 25, where it will be 3rd down and about 2 when we begin the second period. A thrilling first period, however, is Assumption 16 and Owen-Withee 8. And we'll be back with the second quarter of action right here on River City's Community Access Media. We begin the second quarter with a 3rd and very short for the Blackhawks of Owen-Withee. Gerlitz gives inside and breaking through and going in for the score. From 25 yards out is Austin Millerin. It comes with 11 minutes and 54 seconds to go here in the second period. I just chuckle because we've had 5 possessions in the football game, 4 touchdowns and 1 turnover. And Gorlitz is going to give it on a little misdirection to Millerin, who goes in to tie up the game at 16 to 16.
Point attempt is good.
Oh.
Now have the time score.
What an exciting football game we've had so far. 32 points scored in 12 minutes and 6 seconds. It's senior night here at Southwood County 2000, and we look out among the crowd, and again, the Royals are honoring not just this football team, but their entire fall sports program, which includes volleyball for the girls and cross country and tennis. And it's good to look down among the crowd and see some of the color photos of the senior student athletes that family and friends are toting about tonight. It's just a good atmosphere. We've got a number of signs along the fence in the southeast corner of the Southwood County 2000 field. Just a really good atmosphere to end the football season for the Royals, who are 2-6, but looking to pull off the upset tonight and finish the season with back-to-back wins under head coach Jeff Sullivan. So another kickoff. We've had a number of them, haven't we? Short kick fielded at the 30, 35, and that is Zach Krings that is taken down at the 36-yard line. They're going to mark it, or is it the 35? Yeah, 36-yard line they'll mark it. So the Royals get good field position. They have not been stopped tonight. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 2 double extra points. They've been perfect offensively tonight. Isaac Kollick has handed it. No, he's still got it. And he is taken down way back at the 29-yard line. I thought he'd given it to the up back, but Isaac still had that football, and he's just swarmed under. They give him forward progress, thankfully, to the 32.5-yard line, and it turns out only to be about a 2.5-yard loss. That could have been much more of a loss, and it could have been a turnover. This outcome fairly fortunate for the Royals, because that play was busted up by penetration from Owen-Withee pretty quickly. He's got it again. Oh, there's a loose football, and there's a turnover. Turned over. John Smelzer recovers the Kollick fumble. And so now the slate is exactly even on the scoreboard at 16-16. And in terms of each team having 3 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and 1 turnover. So dead even with 11 minutes to go in the second quarter, and Owen-Withee taking over in the Royal end of the field at the 36. Nemi breaking a couple of tackles, and a flag, a second flag. This could be a face mask on the defense. We'll check it out, but I think it's likely to be a defensive face mask here that's going to cost the Royals some more yardage. There just weren't many offensive players where that flag was thrown. It is. It's a personal foul face mask that's going to add significant yardage to what had been about a 7 or 8 yard run. Penalty takes it down to the 14-yard line. First and 10 there for the Blackhawks. See what this whistle is. I'm not sure if the Blackhawks, I think the Blackhawks are disputing the placement of the football. They're saying we should have gotten about our 8 yard run and then had 15 yards tacked on to it. because it was a personal foul that should have been added on. And now they've taken the ball from the 9 back to the 11, and someone on the far side said, no, 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 no. So there's some confusion about where exactly this football should be. It ends up at the 16-yard line, the 16. There's a quick pitch to Millerin. Looks to cut it inside. He's taken down at the 12-yard line after a 4-yard pickup. Second down and 6. Niemi straight ahead. Woo! There's another penalty flag. Let's see if this could be a hold against Owen-Withee this time.
Right, Niemi with the carry. There is a flag on the play.
Oh, it's another face mask against the Assumption Royals. This will set up a 1st and goal after the step off of half the distance to the goal. Ball is just inside of the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal for Owen-Withee from the Royal 5. Our game is tied up at 16 here, early second quarter. Gorlitz, he's still got it, and down he goes. Well, I've got to get the number of that Royal if I can, because he tackled both Gorlitz and that was Zach Krings, they tell us, that got in there, and that's a loss of 3 yards. He literally tackled both the quarterback and the running back. I think Gorlitz wanted to hand it off, but Krings was right there and wrapped them both up. Beautiful defensive play. Second down and goal. Fighting and fighting down to the 2-yard line goes Bryce Niemi. Both of these running backs, Niemi and Millerin, have touchdowns to their credit tonight. Third down and goal from the 2. It is Niemi fighting, and there's the touchdown signal. With 8 minutes and 59 seconds remaining, second quarter, Bryce Niemi scores for the second time tonight, and that makes it 22-16 in favor of the Owen-Withee Blackhawks. And they'll run a play to try for 2 here. Millerin, and he is in. It's 24-16, Owen-Withee. It's been a while, a good long while since I've seen a prep football game where we've had, well, we played 12 and 3, 15 minutes and 1 second. Not only have we had 5 touchdowns, but we've had a successful two-point conversion for every one of those touchdowns. That is a unique scenario indeed. Well, Owen-Withee jumped out in front 8-0, and then the Royals responded with 16 unanswered, and now Owen-Withee has responded with 16 unanswered. What is the next chapter of our game here tonight? What is next, and what has been an incredibly entertaining football game? Royals will get it back momentarily. The high water mark for the Royals was 38 points in their win at Thorpe. Colt Linsmeyer at the 20. The 30, still going 35, pushing the pile to near the 40-yard line.
Return by Cole Littmeyer.
So good field position for the Royals.
First and Royals on the 39-yard line.
Pitch back to Tricky. He's got some room here. 45, breaks out of a tackle to midfield and down to the Owen-Withee 47-yard line. And Tricky's done a nice job of getting to the edge here tonight. And there he goes for 14 yards and a Royal first down. Option play. It's Baltus inside, and it looked like he got hit right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress to the 46-yard line. Yard and a half for Brady. Pitch back, Tricky's going to throw it. Oh, he takes a big hit. He throws it out here and is intercepted at the 22-yard line. And a flag is down. There's two of them down. And I think this is going to be a pass interference call. Let's see if it is against Owen-Withee. Boy, did John Tricky take a hit. He just got pounded as he threw that tailback option. And I think they're going to call... Well, there's two penalty flags down. It's just a matter of what is the call here. The pass was intercepted. Royals were ready to go up to the line and run a play. And it will not be a turnover. It will be a pass interference flag against Owen-Withee. You hear the response from the far side fans. They don't like it at all. But the near side is delighted. That's the Royal side of the stadium. Assumption has a 1st and 10 at the Owen-Withee 31-yard line, trying to capitalize on the big penalty that nullifies a turnover. Colt Linsmeyer's in motion. He gets the pitch. And he's hit hard as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. He was able to elude one man in the backfield, but the Blackhawks had 3 men in the backfield, and no go for Colt Linsmeyer there. So it'll be a 2nd down and just a little more than 10. Maybe not a full 11, but it will be more than 10 for the Royals. On the option, Tricky's hit in the backfield. He's not going to get away. He's smothered and taken down at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss. A loss of close to 5 yards that will bring up a 3rd down and 15. We are nearing the midway point of this 2nd quarter of play. 24-16, Owen-Withee's on top. 3rd and very long facing the Royals. It's Colt Linsmeyer in motion. Colic wants to throw. Steps by a would-be pass rusher. Throws and incomplete. Incomplete at the 10-yard line, intended for Trent Colic. Isaac did a good job to get away from one pass rusher, and then he threw it down for Trent Colic, but it's incomplete. And so here's a 4th and 15 And from the Owen-Withee 35, it looks like the Royals will go for it. You can throw a ball into the secondary, and if it gets picked off, you have the same impact as a punt. So the Royals are going to go here. 4th down and 15, and they call timeout. Timeout with 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go, second quarter. 24-16, Owen-Withee.
Remind you to get your Austin Royale select raffle tickets. Keep home in the Friday folders, or you can get them at the script office at Assumption High School. Great prize, including a notebook computer from RTL Computers, a cubic freezer, 5-foot cubic freezer from a whole bunch of people sponsored that one, and a GoPro Hero 3, which was donated by Solaris. Those tickets are on sale now.
So the Royals call the play during the timeout, and they are there at the line of scrimmage, which is the Owen-Withee 36-yard line, looking at a 4th down and close to 15 yards to go. Colic feeling pressure, wants to set up a screen to Nathaniel Clark. Clark is hit and taken down at the 32-yard line, which is the original line of scrimmage. So the Royals will turn it over on downs, and Owen-Withee will get it at their own 32, 33-yard line. Josiah Gorlitz is the quarterback of the Blackhawks. And from the 32, Royals show a blitz. Gorlitz still has it. 35 and 36-yard line. I'm not sure if that was a design play or a broken play. Gorlitz really has not carried the ball yet tonight. I mean, they've handed it off to Millerin, they've handed it off to Nemi, and that's it. That's all they've done is handed off to those two running backs. They've done absolutely nothing else. And it's been effective. They haven't needed to do anything else. Millerin, short of the first down by a yard or so. Or is it? Nope, they're waving the chains forward. It's a first down. First down and 10 for Owen-Withee. Millerin again. Hit and popped hard at the line of scrimmage. Royals are moving some more men up in the box because not only have they run mostly Nemi and Millerin, they've also run mostly between the tackles. The design of the run has seldom taken them outside of the tackle box, and they just play that power brand of football. Run with those two backs between the tackles and stop us, and most teams have not. Here's a pitch. This is an outside run. It's Millerin cutting around one man, getting to the sticks at the Royal 46-yard line before Clark and Krings and Trent Colic, bring him down. So that's a first down for Owen-Withee. On the move again with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Owen-Withee's on top 24-16. Inside, Nemi. Oh, a nice job there at the 41-yard line by Brady Baltus to bring down Bryce Nemi as he was cutting to the near sidelines. That was a very nice open field play. The gain is 4, and it will bring up a second down, and we're going to call it 6. Oh, Gorlitz hanging on to it, hanging on to it, when at the very last minute he tucks it into Niemi's belly. And let's see what they say here. They say it's a 3rd down and short, 3rd down and a yard and a half. And that clock keeps rolling, and that football keeps rolling down the field. 3rd and short. Look at that power formation. Wow. 1st down, Niemi. Nice play in the hole by Cassidy Weiler. Limits the gain, but it also is a 1st down. And Owen-Withee just keeps rolling, 254. And now look at them come up and just stack that line of scrimmage. They even use the receiver tight to that left end. Gorlitz will give it this time to Millerin, looking to get outside at the 30. And he's taken down at around the 27-yard line. It's a pickup in the neighborhood of 5 or 6 again. Owen-Withee has just 1 timeout remaining on this 2nd and 5 play. It's Niemi fighting. He is short of a 1st down, but close to a 1st down between the 22 and 23-yard line. Nope, every time I say that, they wave the chains. So I'm just going to wait till we see that line judge on the far side make his signal, because that's a 1st down run at the 22. Gorlitz on the misdirection run. It's Millerin. Millerin has the 18 for a 4-yard pickup. 1:54 to go, 2nd quarter. Gorlitz. Niemi runs to the 15 and is taken down there. 3rd down, and a long 3 is coming. And 1:22 for the half. Again, Owen-Withee has used 2 of their timeouts. They have just 1 left. There's a fake and then an inside handoff to Niemi. It goes to the 12-yard line. Is it a 1st down or is it a 4th down? Looks like it is 4th and short, 4th and a yard. We're under a minute to play. And again, I just stress the timeout because Owen-Withee doesn't throw the football. They run the football every single time. Gorlitz gives it, and a touchdown to Bryce Niemi for the 3rd time tonight. He scores with 40 seconds to go. Niemi's 3rd touchdown run makes it 30-16. And now the Blackhawks again. Oh, penalty flag, offside against Owen-Withee.
Flag on the play against the Blackhawks. Lining up in the neutral zone.
So will they continue to go for 2 now that they will have to cover what is 8 yards instead of 3? And it appears that they will. I see no personnel change for the Blackhawks. Gorlitz still has it. He throws to the corner. It's incomplete. That's the first pass attempted tonight by the Blackhawks. And it comes on the 2-point conversion. And so they still have not run a play from scrimmage that has been anything but a run. They're up 30-16 with 40 seconds to go in the half. So after Assumption grabbed that 16-8 lead, 22 unanswered now by Owen-Withee. Blackhawks kick it away. Colt Linsmeyer runs up at the 20. And he is across the 35-yard line, near the 40. 35 seconds. Royals have all 3 timeouts left in the half. Let's see how the Royals approach this final possession of the half. They have thrown they've thrown a couple of forward passes. They had the option play as well as the one thrown by the quarterback. On the option, that ball was, wow. It was a little unprotected, let's put it that way for a moment. But Isaac Collick carries it across the 40 to the 41, and it appears as if will they run one more play here with 15 seconds to go, or I believe they will. 9 seconds. 4 seconds. They snap it. Collick throws it to Colt Linsmeyer, 50, and down at the 47-yard line. So that ends the half. A lot of points in that first half. At halftime, Owen-Withee 30 and the Assumption Royals 16. And you're watching Assumption Royal football on River City's Community Access Media. Our halftime score is Owen-Withee 30 and Assumption 16. The Blackhawks are on a 22-point unanswered scoring streak in this football game. Assumption will get the ball to start the half. And again, it's turning out not to be a bad autumn evening at all. This game played on the 17th of October. It is cool, but not necessarily as windy as we expected. Looks like a light breeze out of the northwest. Royals to receive the opening kickoff. Tricky is 10, Linsmeyer is 44. They're back at their 15-yard line. Colt Linsmeyer off the shoe tops to the 35, and good tackle made at the 37-yard line by Colton Booth, who plays guard on offense and cornerback, that's what it says, on defense. That is an unusual combination, offensive line and defensive secondary, but that's how they list Colton Booth. So the Royals have it with the 1st and 10. Inside handoff is to Baltus. He's across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. We're going to give him, we'll call it 3 yards on first down. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Collick on the option to Tricky, And he is back to the line of scrimmage, perhaps. Owen-Withee did a good job there of extending that play and not allowing any alleys for whether it be Isaac Collick or Tricky to find on the option. They just extended and pushed that play to the sideline until they pushed Tricky out of bounds. So here comes a 3rd down and about 7. Little misdirection, and Linsmeyer's taken down in the backfield. Tried to start the play coming to this side, send Linsmeyer back on what years ago used to be called a cross-buck action. They don't use that term much, if at all, anymore. But that misdirection run, but it was sniffed out by Owen-Withee, and the Royals will have to punt here. Linsmeyer's punt, fair catch at the 37-yard line, and 2 Royals right on top of number 32, Cole Caraba.
Cole Caraba takes the punt. First and 10,
Owen-Withee, 7-1 in the Cloverwood Conference. What is a compilation of what used to be both the Clover Belt and the Merrill Wood conferences. Bryce Nemi breaking into the secondary all the way across midfield and to the Royal 48-yard line. 15 yards for Bryce Nemi. And again, all that the Blackhawks have done is run the football. Quarterback Josiah Gorlitz has kept it a time or two, but otherwise Millerin and Nemi. Here's Nemi spinning in the hole and to the 44-yard line. 4 yards on that pickup. That is clearly their personality, and they say, okay, you're going to have to stop us because this is who we are and this is what we do, and the Royals haven't been able to do it, and all you have to do is look at the records to see not many people have. One team has. A little misdirection there to Millerin. He is short of the 40-yard line at the 41, so it's going to be a 3rd and 3 for the Blackhawks. Terry Lobb is the head coach of the Blackhawks. Nemi near the 1st down, but he is short by about a half a yard. Good penetration at the point of attack by the Royals. So do they have a 4th down stand in them here? Ball's at the Assumption 39. 4th down and a yard. Gorlitz tucks it into Nemi's belly. He has the 35 and the 1st down.
Right, Nemi with the carry. Cole Linsmeyer with the tackle. First down, Blackhawks.
Pitch is over to Millerin at the 30-yard line. Still fighting, still going. And near a 1st down at the 26-yard line.
Austin Miller with the carry. First down, Blackhawks.
And they're going to mark it a little bit inside of the 25. That's a 1st down. Nemi getting to the edge for the pylon. Touchdown of Blackhawks. 25. I think it'll actually be a 24-yard touchdown run because that ball was just inside the 25. Niemi's 4th touchdown run of the evening makes it 36-16, Owen-Withee. And they'll go for 2 here. And driving in, it's Millerin to make it 38-16. 38-16, Owen-Withee with 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd period. And boy, lots and lots of points on the scoreboard tonight, isn't there? Owen-Withee now having tallied 30 consecutive points. It's Colt Linsmeyer at the 15 as the 30, and another good return out to the 40-yard line.
Return by Colt Linsmeyer. First down, something.
Rather subdued feeling now on the Royal sideline and in the cheering section beneath us. Tricky to the edge, 45, 50, down the sidelines and spun around and taken down at the 40-yard line of the Owen-Withee Blackhawks. And that gets a little bit of enthusiasm generated again among the Royals. Baltus, 35, stepping to the outside at the 30, cutting in at the 25, head down into the 21-yard line. 19-yard pickup by Brady Baltus, and this now looks like those first 2 Royal possessions of the night when they quickly moved down the field and scored touchdowns. Oh, big hit. Did you see that hit? Oh, my goodness. Luke Renderman just popping the Royal ball carrier in the hole at the 23 for a loss of 1. And he wasn't there by himself. The momentum of the ball carrier had been slowed, and Renderman came through and popped him good. 2nd and 11. There's a fumble. Scramble is on in that pile. Who's got it? Owen-Withee thinks they do. There has been no signal yet, but now there is, and it is a turnover with 5:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Blackhawks recover the fumble, and garner another turnover and take over at their own 24. Nemi again. First liners are still out there. Gerlitz at quarterback. Nemi and Millerin, the senior running backs, with the sophomore quarterback. Right now it's a 22-point Owen-Withee advantage. Millerin coming to the sideline, taken down around the 32 or 33. Nice job that time by Joe Grundhofer, the freshman. He's the one that pushed Millerin farther to the sideline to allow that tackle to be made by, I believe it was Isaac Kollick, who plays quarterback on offense, getting over there and making that play that time. Nemi on 3rd and short is near a first down. We'll see where they place it. Still no signal from the line judge. Looks short from here. The chains on the far side have it probably a foot from the 35, and I think that you're going to see that they're, and now we're not at a straight on angle, but I'm rather guessing it's going to be about 6 to 8 inches short of a first down here. That's my guess as they bring it across. And of course not. He's got it by the nose of the football.
First down for the Blackhawks.
Owen-Withee gets the first down. Looks like we have a new running back in the game. But Millerin is out and 32, Caraba is in. Doesn't matter, they give it inside. To Nemi, Bryce Nemi, who has to be well over 100 yards here tonight. He picks up almost 9 on that carry. But again, Millerin out for 32. Caraba, who is a sophomore. Here he comes with it, Caraba. First down at the 47-yard line.
Cole Caraba with a carry. First down, Blackhawks. Just a minute, we'll be drawing for that 50-50 raffle. $160. Have your ticket ready.
Nemi. First down to the 40.
Right, Nemi with the first down carry.
About 3.5 minutes for the third quarter here. Caraba. Nice job there by Isaac Kollick. Trent Kollick as well to get Caraba after a short 2-yard pickup.
Second and 8.
Nemi hit in the hole. And nowhere to go. Less than a yard on the carry. So we're looking at a 3rd and 7 here for the Blackhawks.
Bryce Beebe with the carry. Short gain on the play. 3rd and 7.
The stat sheet will be an interesting one after this game to see how many carries that Nemi has, how many yards that he has, and what the average yard per rush is. Here's a handoff that is Caraba short of the first down.
Caraba with the carry.
He is to the 30-yard line, which is 2 yards short of a first down. So 4th and 2 facing the Blackhawks with 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Nemi, first down, the 25 and down around the 22-yard line.
Bryce Beebe with the first down carry for the Blackhawks.
38-16. Owen-Withee on top. Very late 3rd quarter. From the 23. Caraba fighting and fighting as he gets his way to near the 15-yard line. And another 8 yards or so.
Pickup of 8.
Oops, there's movement by 2 of the Blackhawks. Caraba and one of the offensive linemen. So what was 2nd and 2 will become 2nd and 7 from the 20-yard line. On the option, Caraba is taken down at the line of scrimmage. Krings again there, along with Trent Colick. A nice job, team defense there by the Royals, of team defense. So 3rd and long. Nemi hit in the hole, nowhere to go. Good job all around there. Clark and Tricky quickly into the backfield, disrupting that play, allowing their teammates to get there and stop that play. Clock is going to wind down, and I do not believe that Owen-Withee will run this play before the 3rd quarter ends. They will not. We've reached the end of the 3rd period, and it's Owen-Withee 38 and Assumption High School Royals 16. We'll have the 4th quarter for you momentarily on River City's Community Access Media. 4th quarter begins with Owen-Withee facing a 4th down and 7. They are at the Royal 19-yard line. Stepping up, Gorlitz throws to the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Will Mackey, who had a chance to gather that one in. That is the first pass play from scrimmage. They ran a pass play on a 2-point conversion in the first half, but that is the first pass play from scrimmage. And they turn it over on downs to the Royals here at the start of the 4th period. Isaac Kollick on the keeper, bursting into the open at the 40. One man to beat, it's Niemi. He's down the sidelines and he's going to score a touchdown.
Touchdown run for Isaac Kollick. 80 yards on that touchdown run.
How about that drive? One play, 80 yards. The keeper by Isaac Kollick. And now it is 38-22. Momentary delay before the double extra point attempt here. Ball's placed down at the 3-yard line. And it's a conversion. I'm not sure who received that handoff inside, but it is a 2-point conversion for the Royals. 38-24 with 11:41 to go in the fourth quarter. So getting the stop on fourth down swung the momentum the Royals' way, and now with Kollick's long touchdown run and the 2-point conversion, they firmly have the momentum on their side. You have more than enough time to kick off, hold the Blackhawks, and score. You got to do that twice to get all the way back into the football game, but there's plenty of time to do that. Do you take advantage of the momentum that you have, and would they at all consider an onside kick here? So Burkhauser to kick it away. Owen-Withee thinks that the Royals will kick it deep here. They have the same receive formation that they have had all throughout this football game. It is an onside kick, and that ball is free. Who's got it? The Royal sideline thinks they do. There's been no indication from the players on the field. Let's wait and see what they find when they unpile here. The Royals are becoming more and more confident by the moment that they have the football. They do. It's a successful onside kick. Beautifully executed by the kicker, Brandon Burkhauser, and then I cannot tell you what Royal got on the football, but they got it at the 45 of Owen-Withee. See what the Royals are able to do here with the football. It is 38-24. Owen-Withee on top at this time. Baltus to the 41-yard line. That's a 4-yard pickup. We are at 11:26 to go, fourth quarter. Plenty of time in this football game. They give him a gain of 3. They mark him down at the 42. So let's call it 2nd down and 7. Kollick wants to throw. Short pass to Trent Kollick. Steps inside to the 40, head down, but just to the 40-yard line for 2 more yards. It's 3rd and 6. And certainly this is 2-down territory, barring, again, a penalty or a significant loss. Well, if you're the Royals, you really have to take advantage of this recovered onside kick. Option. Pitches to Baltus. Slung down at the 39. He remains 4 yards short of the first down.
4th and 4 for the Royals.
So it's a 4th and 4. Right now we're at 10:10 to go, so it'll be just under 10 minutes remaining when this play is run. 4th and 4. Baltus goes to the slot. Kolek split wide to the far side. Linsmeyer's in the slot far side. Option to Tricky. John looking for a slot. Tries that corner. He's got the first down. Well, they said his blockers out there for him with Baltus out there and Linsmeyer out there and Kolek out there. And Tricky used the speed to turn the corner. Huge 4th down conversion for the Royals at the 32 of Owen-Withee. Up back inside for a yard. Baltus hit hard in the hole and driven back.
Short gain on the play.
Second and 9. Kolek wants to throw. Does to Colt Linsmeyer, who is taken down at the 26-yard line. 3rd and 4 facing the Royals now. Third down play with Linsmeyer in motion. Give it to Kolek diving. He should have the first down at the 22-yard line. That the fans cheer as, in fact, Isaac Kolek dives ahead to get the first down. What I was chuckling about, fans, is, you know, when you run that option, a lot of people get hit. And Kolek faced that inside handoff, and I think it was Baltus, and he just got smashed at the line. And that's part of being an option running back. You're going to take hits when you don't have the football. And there's Baltus with it at the 20, spins to the 19-yard line. He gets 2 on first down. We're at 7:46 to go in the 4th. Each team has their full allotment of 3 timeouts. It's Owen-Withee 38 and Assumption 24. The Royals surging back, having just scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion and recovering an onside kick. They're trying to mount a rally for the ages here in this 4th quarter. They have already converted 1 4th down on this drive. Isaac Kolek under center. Pitches to Tricky, trying to break tackles, but he had too many tackles to break. And he ends up losing 2. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. They've successfully gotten Tricky to the edge many times, including on the 4th down run a moment ago. But that time there was just too many Blackhawks just piercing into the backfield for John to have anywhere to go. They show along the far side that it's actually 3rd and 11. And if you're the Royals, you kind of have to have the mindset we have 2 downs to get 11 yards. Kolek fakes, wants to throw middle, and it's underthrown. Nathaniel Clark was the intended receiver. And now here is a big play. 4th and 11. 6 minutes, 31 seconds to go. And the Royals in an almost must-convert situation. Almost. taking plenty of time here with this play call. Trent Collick to the near side. Tricky inside of him. Linsmeyer and Baltus behind Isaac Collick. Steps up, throwing to the post, and his man had broken to the outside, and it's a fourth down turnover by the Royals, turning it over on downs to Owen-Withee with 6:25 to go. Quarterback sneak. Gorlitz straight ahead, and well, he's got good yardage by about 7 yards straight up the middle. Josiah Gorlitz.
Gorlitz to the keeper. Pick up 6 on the play.
Listen to those pads pop. You could hear that clearly up here, all the way up to the 40-yard line. First down carry. Bryce Nemi, who else tonight? Millerin is back in there after Caraba got a set of downs and some carries, but they're back with their first string folks all around. To the 41-yard line. Nathaniel Clark made that tackle. Just a 1-yard pickup, but we're all the way down now to 5:20 for the period. Slashing through Millerin. First down at the Royal 44.
Austin Millerin with a carry. Isaac Collick with a tackle. First down Blackhawks.
Nemi in the hole to the 39.
Bryce Nemi with a carry.
It'll be a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Nemi hit hard, but fights on to the 35. Just short of a first down there.
Bryce Nemi with a carry. Joe Grunhofer with a tackle.
And now we have 4 minutes remaining in the football game. Third and a smidgen. Millerin to the 29 for the first down. Colt Linsmeyer makes the stop, and we take this opportunity to salute Colt Linsmeyer, the lone senior on this Assumption Royals football team, playing his last moments of high school football. 1st and 10 at the 29. Nemi to the 25, Nathaniel Clark, the first Royal there. And now Owen-Withee not nearly as concerned with scoring as they are just eclipsing these final 3 minutes and 15 seconds that we have. This will be their 8th win of the year. They'll go to 8-1 on the season. Gorlitz throws. Completion at the 10. And down to the 5-yard line goes Colton Caduce. Well, maybe I take that back. Maybe they aren't concerned with just running out the clock. Maybe they are trying to score again. That's only their 2nd pass play from scrimmage in the football game, and it comes late in this 4th quarter. So from the 5. And that was Nemi again, Bryce Nemi. 2.5 minutes to go. Ball's at about the 4-yard line. And a touchdown by Millerin.
Austin Millerin with a touchdown run.
So the 4-yard TD run for Millerin makes it 44-24. And they get it to Millerin, and he finds the corner and the 2-point conversion. 46-24. Owen-Withee on top. For the Royals, they will finish with the wins against Thorpe and Wausau-Newman and complete their 2014 campaign at 2-7 after we complete these last 134 seconds.
Make sure you buy tickets to go to the Auction Royale, which is on Saturday, November 8th. Evening of food, spirits, live and silent auctions, raffles, great time. Tell us something to get a reservation.
Clark fields the short kickoff and finds his way back to the 41-yard line.
Return by Nathaniel Clark.
It will be interesting to watch the development of this Royal team next year. This whole year, their roster filled with freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. A year of seasoning, a year of maturity on those ball players next year. We expect to see a very improved Royal team. Isaac Collick keeps it. He's slung down at the 42-yard line.
Isaac Collick on the keeper, picked up over a couple.
2nd and 8 for the Royals. Isaac Collick wants to throw, firing it up for Tricky, or is it Trent Collick? It's right between them at the 35-yard line.
3rd and 8.
Minute and a half left. The option is to Baltus, 45. Head down to the 48-yard line. And the Royals call a timeout. Their first of the second half. And they'll have a fourth and about 2.5 or 3 yards when we come back out of the timeout. Fourth down and about 2.5 for the Royals. They go from their own 48-yard line. And you hear the Owen-Withee sideline celebrate as that fourth down run is stuffed. And it'll be another turnover on downs by the Royals to Owen-Withee. We spoke about the underclassmen, 12 ninth graders or freshmen on this football team, 7 10th graders or sophomores, 8 juniors. And so that nucleus of 27 ball players who got a lot of playing time, a lot of experience returning, hopefully next year in the 2015 season. So Owen-Withee taking over on downs. They're up by 22 at 46-24. And they've got some new ball players in there. That ball carrier, though, is none other than Bryce Nemi. They might have a new quarterback and Preston Shelton in there, but they still had Nemi, and he carries for a first down. And now I think that even he will check out. Yes, he will. Number 5's got a dirty uniform and a big, big night on the stat sheet. Number 24, Preston Shelton. He'll have Caraba behind him as well as Mark Klasica. And a whistle stops play. 36 seconds left. Delay of game here against the Blackhawks of Owen-Withee. And now the Royal bench exhorting the crowd to honor this 2014 Royal team, and specifically senior Colt Linsmeyer. Number 34 carries the football for Owen-Withee, Jakota Todd. And now they're going to switch personnel and get some of their young players down to varsity play. A bunch of sophomores and freshmen are running on to get their varsity play here. 8 seconds. It's going to be a 2nd and 13. New quarterback as well. That quarterback was A.J. Ovine. And that's the football game as Todd runs it again. Well, the Royals put up a dandy fight against a really good football team. Owen-Withee came in 7-1, and they fought and they fought and they put up a valiant effort, but end up losing the football game 46-24. Owen-Withee 46 and Assumption 24. And that concludes the 2014 campaign here for the Royals. For our videographer and producer, David Ballerstein, I'm Milt Van Natta. Join us again soon for more Prep Sports on River City's Community Access Media.